Hello YouTube. Right now I'm currently on a walk. It just felt like making a video. Um Lately guys, I've been finding myself trying to escape reality. Um Reality of everyday life, reality of everyday struggles, reality of pain and suffering, the reality that I have traumas that I have to deal with, the reality of, just working a 9-to-5 job, just the reality that life can sometimes be unfair. And I've just been noticing that, I struggle with sitting down and, feeling the need to constantly do things, to keep busy, but I'm trying to distract myself from being silent. I think a lot of us can struggle with that. A lot of us can struggle with just doing nothing. We feel like we need to always be constantly doing things. For me, doing the dishes, or cleaning, or reading, or just doing something where it's distracting my mind. Why? Because, I don't want to think sometimes, and it's hard to shut this mind off, So I try to distract myself so I don't have to think, because the way I think, things just spiral down, and I overthink, and it's just so easy to do that. But yeah, I just trying to escape reality, and the fact what's going on in our world, the way it's headed. I try to stay positive, but it's hard sometimes. It's easy for me to dwell on negativity for some reason. I feel like it's the case with all of us. It's so easy to be pessimistic. It's so easy to see the wrong in things instead of the good, and I dislike that. But yeah, I mean, it's just, it's life. We got traumas that we've been through, and that ultimately has an effect on us, in the present day. And it's just like I try to run away from that. I try to run away from dealing with that, talking about things, that I may be struggling with. I just try to ignore that, brush it under the rug. But I know it's not going to fix anything. I know that, the thing is, it's just going to take a lot of work, and, it can be hard, to talk about trauma and to deal with that. But that's just the reality of life. The reality that I'm going to die one day. And I've also been thinking about that. What's the point of, being born only to die? I mean, what in the world is the point of that? I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about death, and I know I'm young. So let's say, why are you thinking about death? But I think about it. It's just, I could die tomorrow. I could die next week. Tomorrow's never promised. I just think about death and just the reality of it, and sometimes I can trick myself into thinking that I ain't gonna die one day, but the truth is I will. I will be in 6 foot under the ground. We all will. And it's hard. It's a hard truth. It's a hard reality, but I try to sometimes, run away from that, pretend that it's not gonna happen, but it will. But yeah, just opening up to you guys, just trying to be vulnerable, and that's something that I've been noticing in myself, that I'm trying to escape this world, turning to things, to try to escape the reality of my life experience, what I'm going through. But my encouragement is, if you are, noticing the same thing, you're not alone. Life is tough. And the reality is that life is tough. It's challenging. It's not easy. It's not an easy life. The journey is not easy. It's hard. It's rough. But we must keep fighting. We must continue to go on, and try to, as best, as we can, to deal with our crap. We're not going to be perfect. Try to change for the better. But we're not going to be perfect. Trying to learn to give ourselves grace, while also, trying to you know, do the things that we know we should do, but it's not always easy, guys. But yeah, that's all I have for today. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh, and remember, vulnerability is strength, not a weakness.